Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I teach you how to improve your level of English. Today is a new video in my English Writing Essentials series. I am going to teach you about possessive nouns and how to make possessive nouns using apostrophe S or just S with an apostrophe after. So what are possessive nouns? A possessive noun is a noun that possesses, has, or owns something. So let's say this is a car and Jane owns this car. It is her car. In English, we would not say it is the car of Jane. We use an apostrophe S after Jane to create a possessive noun. It is Jane's car. That would be correct. Possessive nouns are usually formed by adding an apostrophe plus S to the noun. So Jane's is the possessive noun. So how do we make possessive nouns? The first rule is that with singular nouns, we add apostrophe S. For example, that is Tom's house. The house belongs to Tom. The boy's bike is green. This is the boy and this is his bike. So we say the boy's bike. My friend's pool is amazing. So all of these are singular nouns, Tom, boy, and friend, and so we add apostrophe S after the singular noun to make the possessive noun. Now the second rule is that with singular nouns or names ending in S, adding the apostrophe S to make it possessive is optional. So for example, you could say that is Chris's house, and you see that Chris is a singular noun, a proper noun that ends with S. So you could add the apostrophe S, or you could leave it out. That is Chris's house. Another example, James's girlfriend is beautiful, or James's girlfriend is beautiful. Also, I want you to listen to how we pronounce the apostrophe S. We would say Chris, but when we add the apostrophe S after a name that ends with S, we say Chris's with a Z sound. Chris's, James's, not James's. Okay? So I want to note that style guides differ in their recommendations of whether or not you should add an apostrophe or an apostrophe S to names ending in S. So if you are writing an essay or doing a school project, make sure you follow the correct guide. But in general, adding an apostrophe S or just an apostrophe is correct. Just be consistent in your writing. So the third rule is with plural nouns ending in S, we just add an apostrophe. So for example, the girl's bedroom is big. This would mean there are two or more girls and they share a bedroom. If we had this apostrophe before the S, this would mean one girl, she has a big bedroom. But because we have the apostrophe after the S, this would mean two girls, two sisters, for example, share a big bedroom. My parents' farmhouse is lovely. Again, we have a plural noun, parents, my mother and father, and we use the apostrophe after the S because this plural noun ends in S. The dog's tails were wagging. Again, this would mean there are two or more dogs and their tails were wagging. Okay, so the fourth rule is that with plural nouns that don't end in S, so irregular plural nouns, we add apostrophe S. For example, in English, we say one child, but we say two children. Children is the plural of child. So we would say the children's toys were all over the floor. Because this is the plural noun and it does not end in S, we use apostrophe S afterwards. Another example, the men's beards are very long. Men is the plural form of man. The women's dresses were very elegant. Again, women is the plural of woman. So we add apostrophe S for all of these examples because none of these plural nouns end in S. What about shared possession? Let's look at this sentence. Mom and Dad's car is new. We only add an apostrophe S to the last noun, dad, because we are trying to say that Mom and Dad share this car. This car belongs to both Mom and Dad. So Mom and Dad's car is new. Another example, Peter and Ian's friend is coming to the party. This would mean that both Peter and Ian have the same friend and he is coming to the party. But what happens if you're talking about separate possession? One car for Dad, one car for Mom, or one friend that is Peter's and one friend that is Ian's. In this case, we would add apostrophe S to each noun. So for example, Mom's and Dad's cars are new. Because we have apostrophe S after Mom and after Dad, we are talking about separate possession. Dad owns one car and Mom owns another car. Another example, Peter's and Ian's friends are coming to the party. Again, this would mean that Peter is inviting some friends that are his, and Ian is inviting a friend or friends that are his friends. They are different friends. So this is how we form shared possession or separate possession. And finally, with hyphenated or compound nouns, we usually add apostrophe S. So for example, my father-in-law's cottage is on the lake. This means that the cottage belongs to the father-in-law. We would not say my father's-in-law. My father-in-law's cottage is on the lake. We only add apostrophe S to the final noun. The maid of honor's duty is to attend to the bride. Again, we add apostrophe S to this final word here. Okay, so now we are going to do a 10-question quiz to practice what you have learned about apostrophes and possessive nouns. So which of the following sentences are incorrect? And if they are incorrect, you have to correct them. I'm going to read each sentence once, and afterwards we will correct them together. Number 1, Tom's new haircut looks terrible. Number 2, have you been to Sarah and Kyle's house yet? Number 3, the children's toys are in the attic. Number 4, my mother's-in-law car isn't working. Number 5, the men's changing room is around the corner. Number 6, my baby's blanket is in the washing machine. Number 7, the girl's book is on the table. And a hint, the book belongs to one girl. Number 8, the boy's video game is in the basement. And a hint here, the game belongs to 2 boys. Oscar and Raoul's dogs are cute. Hint, each man owns a different dog. Finally, number 10, my parents' home is near the mountains. Okay, so now we are going to correct these together. So number 1 is incorrect. We have to add an apostrophe after the M. Tom's new haircut looks terrible. Because Tom is a singular noun and it doesn't end with S, we just add apostrophe S. Tom's new haircut looks terrible. Number 2 is also incorrect. We have to add an apostrophe after Kyle. Sarah and Kyle's house. We're talking about the house that belongs to Sarah and Kyle, so we add apostrophe S only after Kyle. Number 3 is incorrect. The apostrophe is wrong. It should not be at the end or after S. It should be after N, the children's toys. And that is because children is a plural noun that does not end in S. Remember that after irregular plural nouns, we just add apostrophe s because it does not end in s. Number 4 is also incorrect. We don't say mothers-in-law, we say mother-in-laws, apostrophe s after the w, with hyphenated and compound words. Number 5 is correct. The men's changing room is around the corner. Men is an irregular plural noun. It ends with an N, so we just add apostrophe S. Number 6 is also correct. My baby's blanket is in the washing machine. Baby is a singular noun that ends in a Y, and so we just add apostrophe S, the blanket that belongs to the baby. Number 7, the girl's book is on the table. This is incorrect. We need to add an apostrophe before the S because it is a book that belongs to one girl. The second one is also incorrect. The boy's video game is in the basement. Because this game belongs to two boys, we put the apostrophe after the S, the boy's video game, because both boys own the same video game. Maybe they're brothers. So we put it after the S because we have a plural noun that ends in S. So we just add the apostrophe after the S. Number 9, Oscar and Raoul's dogs are cute. This is incorrect. This sentence would be correct if Oscar and Raoul together owned multiple dogs. But because each man owns a different dog, we have to say Oscar's and Raoul's dogs are cute because one dog belongs to Raoul and one dog belongs to Oscar. And finally, number 10, my parents' home is near the mountains. This is correct because parents is two people, both of your parents, your mother and your father, for example, and the apostrophe would go after the S because this is a regular plural noun that ends in S. Now, could you say parents, my parents' home is near the mountains? If you said my parents' home is near the mountains, you're talking about one parent, your mother or your father. And it is not very common to refer to one parent as parent. You usually say mother or father, okay? It's not common to say I'm going to my parents' house if you were only talking about your mother. Okay, so I want you to let me know in the comment section how many you got correct out of 10. I hope this video helped you understand possessive nouns and apostrophe S. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to Sparkle English for more videos on how to improve your English writing skills and your level of English. And I will see you in my next video.